As I have promised a few days ago, I'm going to show you some of my techniques of decorating a journal. As you can see, this is my journal already number 9. I've started it a few days ago because I finished the other one and I'm studying for a course, so it's already about 25 pages in. But I want to decorate the covers because all of my journals have decorated covers. So let's do something very simple together. It can take as long, it's like a canvas actually, and it can take you as long as you want or as little time as you want, depending on your own choice. This being plastic, I need to first, there you are, it's a mistake. I need to first actually put a coat of gesso. See, I'm so used to other type of thing that I forgot. So I put a gesso. It doesn't matter if you combine it with a little bit of glue, who cares. But why I put a gesso? Because the paint is going to stick better than if it is simply on this plastic cover. It happened to me with other similar things that the plastic cover actually worked like a canvas, but after a while I could peel the whole extra cover, and it's not quite the best idea. But I don't care anymore because I can just add another layer of glue and all is good. But if you do something and you want to sell, as I do sell quite a few, you need to be very careful. So this is the first step. Gesso, a layer of gesso that you put on top randomly. It doesn't matter how thick or not it is, and we will leave it a little bit to dry now. There you are, first layer. Right, so the first layer is done. The gesso, it's sort of more or less dry, so we can carry on, we can continue. What I usually do is I add a layer of scrapbooking papers. Lots of them I'm doing them myself, and in one of the future courses you're going to learn how to do these things yourself. And then I just make them sort of in small pieces and I start applying them. I do apply them on my paintings as well. They can be layers in between, or they can also be added touches to final paintings. It brings quite a nice effect. So what I do, I use glue. You can use all kinds of glue, but I like to use, let me see, this. You see, it's called a photo transfer gel. Actually, it can be used for transfers as well, and it's really brilliant. I will probably cover how to transfer images on canvases and on paper. And I learned that it was really good. And you can use it on so much. You can transfer on textile as well. So yeah, right. So as you can see, I'm not thinking. I do not put sort of the pieces of paper in a color matching order. Of course you can if you want, and of course if you also if you want, this can be the first and final layer if you're going to use your scraps of paper and collage paper in a beautiful way, if you take time. But I'm very impatient, and it is not what I like to do. Also, you can make a collage from magazine cuts. You know, you just find your beautiful images in magazines, and what you can do, again, you can cut them and arrange them beautifully on your cover, and bingo, you have a cover with beautiful images that mean something to you, and make your journal absolutely unique. It is also all about having your own energy. What I always say, I say that it's very well buying a beautiful, so-called beautiful cover, spending lots of money in shops, and having it with you, having that journal with you. But it's even better when you use your own energy, and when you create a cover which means something to you. Just give it a try. I'm absolutely sure that once you try to do this once, you're going to really be really hooked, and you're going to create more and more designs, and you'll be much more likely to want to keep those journals like I have. I have probably, I don't know, about 80 by now. Of course, it's not a matter of number, but it just so happened, I had no idea when I started my first hand-painted journal that I will end up having like a collection. And my journals, I will show probably in another video some. My journals are absolutely full of a combination of items. They have recipes, something that I find in magazines, but then I'm incapable of following a recipe really from top to bottom. I'm absolutely incapable, so I always add my own twist, and I record them because I'm thinking about maybe publishing a journal, but a journal which will have some recipes which are going to be probably color coordinated. Color coordinate. I'm just making them probably, I'll just do a few with color red, color yellow, and so on, because color defines me. So I will have plenty of ideas to go through all of my past journals. They have also lots of drawings. And this is another thing that over the years I've used for my coloring in self-published books. There are always loads of ideas after all, also that I use sometimes in my paintings. Even some of the ideas are not going to end up as final products, but they're going to be in-betweeners. They're going to be in-between layers. Because just like you will see with this journal, my paintings have many, many layers. And I do not dictate the final product, the final result, never. I mean, the paintings have their own voices, and they end up being exactly in the way they want. And after that I realized that what they want is actually, they're sending me a message, they're talking about something, they're reminding me of something else. Sometimes, as you will see here, I write messages for myself, but they're the messages that I don't plan. It's just whatever it is in my head in that particular moment. And this is what I represent. This is what I put on the paper. So, anyway, it did not take us long, as you can see. And you can also see how random I add all of these pieces of paper. This paper is not going to be visible in final layers. Maybe none of, I don't know, sometimes a little bit is just seen or not. But it's, you will see that it's a great layer to relax into. I'm working much faster than I usually do. Because I don't want you to get super bored. And I just want you to have an experience of layering your journal. So layer after layer. It is actually like life, isn't it? You're just telling the story of your life in that particular moment in time. Also what's happening is that the paint, it will attach really in a much nicer way to paper than it would on the plastic, which is the cover of this particular journal, which I absolutely adore, and they are from Flying Tiger. They are by far my favorite journals. Another type of journal I absolutely adore are the moleskins from, I usually buy from Waterstones. But this one, although it is smaller inside, it has way more pages, and it suits this moment in my life better. Because, you know, we are not set in stone, and we do change, and our tastes change over the years. So even the taste in what journals we are going to write in changes as well. So there you are. I don't know how long it took us, but second layer done. Yeah, and it is, as I said, it's the paper which I've done from, you know, I've just added layers and layers of colors and pencils and oil pastels and so on. There you are, done. Third one is coming soon.